Hi friends, welcome to Stock Talks. Thank you for supporting my channel and watching my videos. I see 50% of the people are watching and not subscribed yet. So I could request everyone to subscribe and click on the bell icon so that it will give us a motivation to give you more informative videos or topics. So what you like, and also please post your comments. So what you like and what you want to have analysis on different stocks if you want, which you want. I would like to create some more videos which is helpful for you in terms of how to take uh, how to pick the stocks, how to make technical analysis, how to make fundamental analysis, what are the different technical analysis you have, what are the important topics which you want to see in which you have to see in fundamental analysis while you are picking the stock for long term or for swing trade. Okay, so let us deep dive now for what happened this week and what could be the scenario for the next week. What is the outlook we can see for the next month also. Be with me, stay with me for it will be kind of I try to make it shorter, but if not, then I will you know try to make it somewhat bigger. Okay, let us go through day by day. So today we have closed around 24,750, and so we'll see on weekly how it is looking, on monthly how it is looking. So I'll just come from monthly overview. Okay, so how we are seeing Nifty on the monthly overview. So Nifty we are seeing, for example, let me draw a support on terms of monthly basis. So we are closed around 24,750. Then where is the the major support? So I would say this is the major support in the monthly zone, and then so where is the next support? It's basically here. Okay, these are the monthly supports which we are seeing. So for example, this month whatever low we have, so this one I would say, so for this is the one on 1st May. So the low. So from June we can see how we are going to be. Okay, so what I can see is higher low, higher low, so it's forming. So we can see in some day in coming months we will go further more higher. So I'll make a resistance also for you. Okay, so this is what the resistance which I see, 25,965, and also I will make one more resistance, so which is on the all-time high 26,362 in terms of Nifty 50. Okay, so now I'll just go with the weekly. Okay, so where we have the support. So weekly, I would say this is still valid for weekly, and one more I would like to draw in terms of weekly is this one, which is basically 23,144, and then in weekly, so we have this one we can consider as the support. Okay, these are the monthly weekly supports. So whenever you are see or watching this, please try to make yourself these levels mark in your system. Okay, so I'm trying my best to give you whatever the resistance and support for the upcoming weeks and the month. Okay, so this could be valid for you at least so till it breaks the higher. Okay, at least this is valid in terms of monthly weekly. There shouldn't be any change in terms of support and resistance in terms of weekly. It can be changed from daily and for the intraday, but for example when we are seeing weekly monthly, this should respect. Okay, so now I'll go for 15 minutes. So let's see, so where is the support in terms of 15 minutes? Let me see, we have stopped here today. So where is my support? So I would say my support is this one. It's 24,711. Okay, and where is the next support? The next support is around 24,637, and the next support is around 24,560. Next support is around 24,492. Okay, so these are the levels, and the one more is basically I want to draw this one. Okay, So these are the major supports. For example, whenever it started breaching here, try to see how it is making. For example, if try to breaching, so Nifty will open on Monday somewhere around 24,650, I would say. Okay, somewhere here. So how it is going to be react? So whether it will come as lower high and then it will bounce, or it will go higher and then it will touch here and it will break down. If it touch and break down, then it will become as a resistance. Okay. So always try to see and always try to mark these levels in your system so that it would help you in terms of for the intraday also. Okay. So let me draw in terms of resistance where we are seeing the resistance. Okay. So this is where I stopped, and I would say I can consider this as my resistance. I would consider this as my resistance. These are tested ones. This is not so strong, but when it start moving faster and with bigger volume, it can break and faster. It will break faster. Okay. So these are the support and resistance. So I would say you can just mark these ones. So I will just zoom it for your help. 24,817, 24,852, 24,945, 24,975, and so we have at the higher levels. You can consider this 24,975. Okay. So in terms of 15 minutes, so then I don't see any such kind of in terms of it's very far, so which you have resistance. I think you can consider this as the after this you can expect a bigger move from here on. For example, this is the last resistance 24,042. After this you can easily catch at least you know 900 points from here on. Okay, so please try to see how it's reacting, how it is going, and try to mark these levels in your system which I'm marking now, so that it will give you a better idea to take your calls. Okay, and also if you are not subscribed to my telegram channel, please subscribe so that whenever I see opportunity, I'll try to provide. Okay, now we'll see how the bank nifty it's going to be in terms of upcoming months. Also we'll see how it has formed this setup in terms of monthly. I would say it's very bullish. Okay, so we are seeing it's very bullish, and it can it's so when we going to see a gamma blast in here sudden spike so at the top, we never know. So it's very bullish, and I would say please keep an eye on this and always try to be very accurate on this one, so that you will get a good, very good profits in terms of in bank nifty. So I'll just try to mark you the support zones, and you can just keep this as your reference. Okay, 53,491 and 50,978 as the support on the monthly basis. Okay, and resistance as this high as a resistance. Okay, then I'll come to weekly. So weekly also still it holds very good in terms of weekly basis, but I'll just try to make one more support here on terms of weekly, and if it breaks, so you can keep this levels. For example, these levels what I'm marking, it will not change you for weeks, so it will be very helpful for you in terms of getting the confidence what are these levels. Okay, please try to mark these levels in your system so that definitely it will be helpful for you. So there's no much resistance, as I said, like monthly, weekly, or both are same. So this is the one. In terms of 15 minutes time frame, it's just in the same zone. There's no much movement. It's just consolidating from all over. I think from almost a week. It is not only week. I would say it is almost from the from April. Okay, so from April it is in the same time zone, and you can expect next week breakout from this, and definitely it will be very good. So also try to catch, for example, Kotak and some other banks. As I can see, few I think my subscribers, one of my subscriber asked me like, sir, please explain me how the ICICI Bank, what's happening, why it is not moving. It's because as of what we are seeing here, so it's in a consolidation zone. Even Bank Nifty is consolidation zone, and the stocks which are, for example, we have around 15 stocks, might be 15 to 20 stocks, which are in Bank Nifty. For example, HDFC, Kotak, then SBI, and then we have ICICI. So these are the ones which are contributing majorly. For example, everybody we know that HDFC is the major bank which is contributing heavily for HDFC for Bank Nifty. So we'll see. So ICICI, because they have asked me like how it is going to be, so I'll just provide you an overview. So I'll just take two more stocks for you. For example, where we can see the opportunity. I'll switch to Mazagon. Okay, we'll see on monthly basis how it is doing. Mazagon is a very good stock for the longer duration, but for the for long term, it has yesterday it has fallen its almost 50% of its profit. So means quarter result. So what we can expect, maybe kind of there is a fall for some weeks, maybe for a week, then again it will pick up with some robust actions which can be we can see from the company what are the actions they are taking, and they will definitely post it. Based on that, definitely it will again reverse back to its normal high positions. So now as per monthly, so how it is seeing. Okay, so I'll try to mark this is the first support as the low I'm marking here. Okay, so you can take this as a support here, and then you can consider this as support. So resistance, I would say you can consider this as a resistance on the monthly time frame which I'm marking. Then I'll go to weekly. So weekly also it's holding very good. So in terms of what I marked, so I'll just mark one more support which I can see in weekly candle. So these are the ones which mark in your zone, and keep it for example as a reference, so that it would be helpful for you in terms of, or at least for next month, so that it can be handy for you while taking your calls. Okay, so Mazagon is very good stock. Now it's in now it's coming to a stock option also. So please try to look, and I will also keep posting in my Telegram channel. If you want to take some calls, definitely please join, and you can consider the calls. Okay. Then daily. So what I can see is it's now falling because of the, as I said, like result. So when it comes to daily, so where I can see the major support, this is the major support. What I can see is 2769, but in between also we have some support. So 3182, and then we can consider this as a support 3073, and we can consider this one also as a support. These are like not the major support, but still sometimes it will hold there, it will give us break, then it will consolidate and it will break. Okay, it's not a major support. It can be, if it is breaking down, definitely it will break faster, because these are the major support. So this is the major support, which is, for example, always try to see the the fall or breakout should be when it is started, when it's monthly or weekly, or when it's going to start it. So whenever it started from falling from, for example, it is rejecting from the higher level or wherever, so if it is rejecting from monthly zone, then it should get the support from monthly. Okay, so I will explain these topics in my upcoming videos in days. So, but at least try to mark these zones in your setup, so that it would be helpful for you in terms of taking calls. Okay, this is about Mazagon. So Muthoot. So Muthoot, I've just marked a trend line. So just to show you. So let me just go to, it's on daily basis. Let me go to monthly. Okay. So how we can see monthly. So monthly, I would say it is on the almost on the higher end. So where we have the support, we can see, we'll just mark it this low as our support. If it breaks, then we'll consider this as our support. Okay, Please keep these two as your major support, and for this one for stock options for Muthoot. So then I'll just switch. Then you can ask me, okay, where is the resistance? You can keep this one as your resistance, and then the next you can keep this. Okay, this is the major resistance. So in terms of monthly, so then we'll go to weekly. Okay, where I can see the support. So as I said, so still it's holding good in terms of whatever monthly we have. It's still holding good for weekly also, and same it's respecting for weekly resistance also. Okay, so I'll just go to daily. So daily it's almost it's breaking out, so you can expect, for example, in daily. So I'll just mark one more resistance here. Okay, so these are the resistance which you can mark in your system also. um, Let me just mark one more resistance. Okay, so Monday, if for example, if Muthoot is breaking, Muthoot already broken this, but still I'll try to mark. Okay, if it still holds, so for example 2216. Okay, if it is breaking and if it's holding there, so then definitely you can see a major uptrend from here. You can easily catch some good points and levels in terms of Muthoot. Okay, keep an eye on Muthoot and also Mazagon for the next week. And one of my user asked me that so how to check what is happening with ICICI. Let me just open ICICI. Okay, I've just opened ICICI. One of my user asked me, like, one of my subscriber has asked me, so could you please provide me overview on the ICICI Bank, means why it's not moving, why it's on the same level. So let me just draw, for example, for monthly, I'm coming from monthly here. Let me just draw a support for this first. Okay, then I'll just come to why it is not happening or what's not happening. We can see. You can mark these levels as your so support, and this is as your resistance in terms of monthly. Okay, in terms of weekly, so where's the support? I still it's respecting the same, but in order to have some kind of weekly, I can see somewhere here. Okay, so it's it's very bullish. So I would say it's very bullish. It's also bullish. So as I said, it's holding because it's already an all-time high and it's just consolidating it there. Okay, in terms of weekly, in terms of monthly. So what is happening with daily? Okay, daily, if you see, it is in the same zone. There's no change. You can see the same thing in our bank nifty too. Okay, so as I showed, so it is in the same time zone, so there's no change. For example, I switch to daily, so you can see it is in the same zone, so there is no much change. Can you see this? So you can see the same in the ICICI also. So means it is respecting bank nifty as well as, means all the banks which are, for example, HDFC, all are consulting the same zones. Okay, when it breaks, so it will be blast, gamma blast. Keep an eye on ICICI, Kotak, HDFC, so whatever the banks you have in bank nifty, because it's in a zone of make or break. So when it blast, it will blast. Okay, so this is my overall analysis for you in terms of Nifty, Bank Nifty, Mazagon, Muthoot, and ICICI. Okay, I hope the whatever the levels I draw, which will help you, which will be helpful for you in terms of your taking calls, in terms of trading. Please do subscribe, and please click on the bell icon so that that will helpful for you get the notifications. And please post your comments if you want to have analysis on some kind of stocks. So thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay.